Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis, Republican from New York, joins me now. Congresswoman, why is the FBI only handing over heavily redacted documents that don't tell us very much? Look, in the back of a lot of people's minds is cover-up. What do you say?
Well, look, it's just this is the way this administration operates. They do not give us transparency. They stonewall. They make us fight, sue, subpoena for every bit of information that we can give to the public. It's wrong, and it's reason why we have to get rid of this administration. But you're right. It raises a lot of questions. Why is the FBI not being forthcoming? This is the same thing we're dealing with, by the way, when it comes to the COVID pandemic. Remember, they were forced to release something by law that passed unanimously in the House and the Senate, and yet they delivered something that was redacted as well, which does not comply with the law. When you talk about Afghanistan and the 13 soldiers that died 3 years ago today, they give us very little information. So this is the way that this administration is, and people need to take note. If they want a transparent government, they need to elect President Trump again. And we do want answers here. We must give the people answers, because a former president and a now candidate was almost murdered. And this administration is not going to comply with an investigation and be forthcoming. That is unconscionable to me.
All right, let's move to the border. Listen to Senator Bernie Sanders speak out about the border crisis.
And we have a crisis at the border, and we've got to make sure that fentanyl does not get into this country. We have to crack down on illegal immigration. But what we need is comprehensive immigration reform. I mean, you got God knows how many young people in this country as a result of DACA who deserve to gain citizenship. We need skilled workers, and we need workers in this country. A lot of labor shortages all over America where immigrants can play an important role. So keeping people from illegally entering the country obviously is the right thing to do. But we need comprehensive immigration reform, and I suspect that is what the vice president supports.
Can you believe this? That Bernie Sanders calling for border control?
You know, election is around the corner. When the Democrats start speaking like Republicans, he should remind the world that it is Biden-Harris who put in place 60 executive orders that completely dismantled this border. It's shocking to see the New York City Democrats, too, running to the convention when there's been such a crisis created here, where we had cops shot, we have a young girl, another woman, actually 3 women raped in just a 2-week period by illegal immigrants, and yet they're all flocking to endorse the same people who put those policies in place and can easily fix it today if they want to. Just undo the executive orders you put in place.
Remember, though, that New York's Mayor Adams could not get a speaking slot at the Chicago convention. It wouldn't let him on the stand there, right? Yeah. Congresswoman, thanks for joining us.
Good to be with you. Thank you.
Some students in Massachusetts are